A lady is being arrested. She offers intimacy to the police officer as a bribe in exchange for her release. He accepts the offer and lets her go free. After the incident was discovered, the officer was charged with multiple crimes. But the surprise came when the lady filed a claim that she was raped. She said that she made her offer only because she was intimidated by the consequences of the arrest, and therefore she feels she was coerced. Would you consider this a rape? And what would your opinion be if all the circumstances would be the same, but the offer of intimate relationships came from the officer? Would this be a rape? Or maybe not, because the woman agreed voluntarily. The modern society believes that intimate relationship between two unmarried adults are totally okay as long as they both agree to it. The only question is, what does the word agree mean? The news is dominated by terrible stories of women being taken advantage of by their current or potential employers and other people in a position of power. If an employer makes an intimate suggestion and you agree out of fear of being fired, is this considered a consensual relationship? What if you are agreeing because you hope to get a promotion? Can you call this being coerced? What about a woman that agrees to intimacy because she hopes to be hired by this person? And this is not only about Hollywood. One woman who works in Washington explained to me that in the industries where people have a lot at stake, they are ready to sacrifice a lot for even a small promotion. And men working in the positions of power, she said, always know that. So the elephant in the room is that the formula that intimate relationships are okay if people are not married to each other, as long as both of them agree to it, this formula is simply not working. Because nobody can define what agreeing is. Sexual abuse, unfortunately, can happen in any society. But we see in these cases that okaying casual intimacy, as long as people agree, leads to normalization of sexual abuse. And this is exactly what we see happening in many segments of our society. And who is suffering from this ideology? The women. Judaism, like many other traditional cultures, believes that intimate relationships are only for people who are married to each other. In modern society, this idea often seems to be strange or even unheard of. But this is how our ancestors lived for thousands of years. I understand that these restrictions are very limiting, and people would be always happy to do away with any restriction they can. But before abolishing any old rule of conduct, you always have to make sure that the rule you are replacing it with is working. The idea of casual, intimate relationships is obviously not working. And who are the victims of this ideology? The women.